my loud voice. Welcome to Tam High versus Novato. Dual meet. Clap it up for the athletes and the spectators. Tonight is our last home duel at Tam High for the year. We have 2 more duels after this, but they're all away. So I just want to take a quick moment and say a few things about our seniors. We have 5 seniors on the team this year, and I just want to acknowledge them. Wrestling is a hard sport, and to do it for 1 year, to do it for 1 week is an accomplishment. To do it for 1 year, to do it for 4 years says a lot about your character. And so, being a senior in the sport and having accomplished what they've accomplished, I think it's good to pay tribute. So I'll call them up. We'll start with Jaden Coe. Jaden, come on up. Jaden's a senior with us, and he started as a little tiny baby freshman, and he was always just tough. And so even when he'd take a beating, he would take it pretty tough. He'd stick in there and fight, not get turned to his back right away. And he's really come along. He put in a lot of work, last year, and then of course we had the COVID season. But last year was when he really started making his mark and start winning a lot of matches. And this year, he placed at the very first tournament he went to. He's won a lot of matches. We haven't had a lot of opportunity because of COVID and flu and all this kind of stuff. But I really am hopeful for him. I think we're going to have a big MCAL, a big MCS, and he's one of our studs, so I'm proud of him. So we'll clap it up for Jaden. Yes. Do what? Join me up. Oh, on this side. All right. Will you come up here? Go over here. We got a TV camera here. Jonas Barnes. Jonas. Yeah. So the camera can see it. I used to be in TV. Jonas is another one. Started with us as a freshman, and I remember sophomore year just having some tough matches, losing some tough ones in tournaments. And and I remember even talking to his parents one time. They're just like, "Coach, is he going to win more?" I was like, "He'll win more." And he kind of stuck with it and just really turned it on last year. And got all that off-season working. And then this year, very first tournament out, wins an overtime match, the green and gold, to come home champion. That was awesome. And then, like I say, kind of the same thing with Jaden, same thing with our guys. Not a lot of matches since then, but we're going to turn it on right now. We're going to win a lot. Head down the pike, down to MCALs and NCS. And so I'm proud of everybody joining us. George Morgan. George, coming from football, so he got here a little bit late. Then he gave everyone the flu. But I'm excited. He's been fired up, and he's just been talking about wrestling and getting matches. And George is always the kind of guy that, I could call him up at 4 in the morning, and say, "Hey, I'm going to fly to Arkansas, and you're going to wrestle in the middle of a field." He'd be like, "Great, I'm there. I'll go do it." So I just love the attitude, the toughness, the leadership, and I appreciate him. So let's give it up for George Morgan. Luca Guff. Luca's really had a good year. He's been to the most tournaments. He's got the most matches, the most wins. He's beaten a lot of good kids, wrestled a lot of tough kids. Every tournament he draws the number 1 seed, second round. That's like his thing right now. So I'm hopeful that continues and we keep wrestling, top 3 kids in the state, get that experience. But because I know he can handle it. Luca's a tough kid, very straightforward, very hard wrestler, and I'm really proud of him. And so, tough senior, he's been captain 2 years. For the team, and that's a wealth of leadership, so appreciate you. Congratulations, Luca. And then Liam Armistead. Liam was beating up Hayden and Decker the other day, and I was saying to him, it's interesting, when Liam was a freshman and sophomore, he didn't have a guy like him in the room, bringing him along. We had a different kind of thing going on back then. And so the thing I'm proud of with Liam is he's really elevated himself from freshman year, not winning a move, won 1 match. Sophomore year, beat a bunch of people. Last year would have been one of the best guys around, but we didn't really have a season. And this year, we've been limited again in our tournament. We got 3rd last weekend and goes out and wins matches for us. And so I'm excited. We're going to be ready. We're going to go to MCALs. We're going to go to NCS. We're going to see what happens. We'll clap it up. Liam Armistead. And on a personal note, this senior class has been particularly special to me. They started out as sophomores, and we had this like thing where the seniors that year all kind of gave up in the middle of the year. And I remember bringing you guys to the Healdsburg tournament, and they were like ready to wrestle the JV tournament. And I pulled them all out, and I put them in the varsity tournament. And we went and we got whipped. We just got beat up, and it was awesome. And these kids were tough, and they hung in there. And I knew they were going to be a special group. So these 5 guys, you know, they mean a lot to me, and I'm proud of them. And so, you know, I'm looking forward to the end of the year. We got 3 good dual meets. We got dual meet tonight. We got a couple coming up. Then we got MCALs. We got NCS. So I appreciate you guys for being here, and I appreciate us honoring our seniors. And now let's have a wrestling match with Novato.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday night, and we're here at Tamalpais High School for Novato versus Tam. So this is going to be the Hawks versus the Novato Hornets. Right now, the captains are meeting in the center just to get everything going, talk it out with the ref, and we'll be starting in a few minutes here. So instead of the traditional 106 for this match, we're going to be starting at the top weight class, which is 285. So you can see enthusiasm is really high tonight. We have Decker, who is a sophomore. He's a really strong wrestler. And I think he can pull this match out against a really tough Novato kid. Off to an exciting start. So it looks like Decker is going red and Joshua is green for this match. Ooh. So here they're going to tie up, and both of them are just going to be looking for a takedown. They want the 2 points for that. And what they're going to try to do is get the other one on the mat and get their hips behind the other ones. It's going to be an exciting match. Decker is a big fan of throws and head fighting. So right now you see they're both tied up really hard. They're putting weight on each other. And this looks like it's going to be a really good match. Yeah, this looks like two really strong wrestlers. I'm excited to see the outcome of this. Looks like and that's out of bounds. Ooh. Looks like the Novato kid's trying to get him off balance. So he's pushing him around the mat right now, just trying to find an opening, just trying to get him off balance, just trying to work in whatever you can. That's super important in neutral. Like he's pulling on the elbow. Looks like he's trying to get a drag here. Oh, and ooh. A lot of pulling on elbows here. See what happens. So it looks like both of them have an inside tie, both going for the head here. Looks like Decker has a hand on his elbow trying to pull it out. Doesn't seem to work. They retied. This match is going pretty slowly, but it looks like the Novato kid is going for some moves here. So it looks like he may be able to get under his guard and take him down here. They got a short time on the clock for the first period. No points have been scored. So it's going to be Red's choice here. So Tam is going to choose between top, bottom, neutral, or they're going to defer to the other team. And it looks like Tam defers. So Novato chooses bottom. Oh, and it looks like Novato's going for the escape. Oh, and he gets out, and he's on the leg. We'll see what happens here. Decker fights out of it. He's still up in ties. Novato kid is high. Both of them are going pretty high right now. They're still hand fighting. And he's driving into him. Oh, and he's going for an underhook. Looks like Decker's managed to get out of that. But he's really putting a lot of pressure into him. I think he's readjusting headgear. Looks like Decker's headgear has kind of come off, but he's still in there. He's still fighting. And he's trying to snap him down. He's trying to snap him down to create an opening to that leg. Right now, they're still feeling each other out a little bit, trying to work for a move. Oh, and Novato shoots down. Looks like Decker. Oh, but Decker's still behind. He's pulling him. Oh, he's behind him. Looks like no points have been scored there, but that was an interesting shakeup. Both wrestlers looking for a shot still, trying to find good hand position, good head position, trying to break below that guard, but as you can see, it's really tough to do. Especially, it gets harder and harder the further you go because both of you are tiring. Oh, and he gets a head and arm on Decker. He's going to drive it. He's going to want to get him out. Oh, the clock is going off. Okay. So Novato has scored another 2 points for a takedown. So currently the score is 3-0 Novato. So right here, Tam is going to try to score as much points as they can in the time. So there's only 1 2-minute period left. So Decker's going to try to wrestle here. He's scoring. Oh, but he gets taken down by Novato. So that's going to be 2 additional points for Novato. Oh! It's going to go top bottom here. Decker's going to really need to get out here, or else it looks like it's going to be match. 1 minute 40 on the clock. Decker's trying to get out. But the Novato's got that wrist right. He's working in for the hands, getting good hand control. Decker's basing up, trying to get out of that. It's just going to be really tough here. He's getting, looks like he's gotten most of the weight from the other wrestler off him. Looks like he's trying to work out here, maybe going for a tripod. Yeah, he's out, and that's 1 point Tam. That's an escape. Decker's going to try to work in here, try to get as many takedowns and whatever he can right now. He's really working for those points right now. He's down third period. He needs to work in. And Novato snaps to it. Decker does not sprawl, and it looks like that's 2 and out of bounds. Decker needs to get his head up, and he needs to get hand control. Hand control is super important because you don't want them to be able to work for things. So he's got to grab those hands, get it off his waist. And he's out again. Another point Tam. Decker's not going to want to let him shoot again. He's got only a few seconds left on the clock here. So he's going to try to work through those ties. He's just not having his day today. He's going to try to work for it. Looks like Novato is putting a lot of pressure. He's trying there. Now it looks like match.
Scoreboard says 8-3.
And looks like that's the first win for Novato here. That's a nice little hug. Looks like we're going to start. We're going to move on to 106 now, so from 285 to 106. So we have. Seems like it's going to be a good match. Everything's varsity here, so it's going to be tough matches all around. And it looks like they're starting off with a really quick attacks here. 106s move really fast. That's one of the key differences in weight classes is that lighter weights tend to move faster. It's just the way wrestling is, and it's really interesting. As you can see, there's a stark difference between. It's crazy how different wrestlers wrestle, and we see here we have a really fast style. Both of them snapping really hard. They're trying to make those openings. Looks like Novato's knee pad has come down a little bit. Not a big deal at all. I'm sure he probably doesn't even notice. Sebastian right there making an opening, and he gets the leg. He's going for the takedown. Now he's got a head tie. Novato going for a head and arm. Sebastian is trying not to let him, but he's got the leg up, and he's down. That's going to be a 2-point takedown for Novato. And Sebastian's trying to work back up, working those arms, trying to get him over his head. And he's going for, and he's trying to lock up a cradle.
Grab the head.
He got to go for a head hunt here, or he could try to work out either way. It looks like a bad position for Novato. And he's got the leg, he's got to work up.
Drive.
Yeah, and they go. It looks like he's got him. He's got on him for the 2. And he's working around. He's trying to get a half Nelson here. Yeah, he's working for it. And he jumps sides. Maybe. And Novato grabs his leg, but he manages to get out of it. Still working for a half. He's got to drive. He's got to get by that elbow to get that half Nelson. It's not working out for him. Oh, and now he's cross-facing as hard as he can.
Grab his tricep.
And he's trying to lock up a far side cradle. And it looks like the time is up. So it's Green's choice. So right now, Sebastian's going to try to get out of that. Looks like Novato, he tried to hook an Iowa, but Sebastian is, and he gets mat return. That was close. Looks like Novato's got an arm bar that he's going to try to work over for some back points. But it looks like Sebastian is not letting that happen. He's going to try to work out here. Again, really fast-moving wrestlers here. That's how one is. And he's on his back. Looks like back points are being scored. Novato could get the pin here. He's just got to lock it up tight. And it looks like Tam is trying to work out. He's got to bridge out.
Push your arm through.
Sebastian's got to push his arm through if he's going to. And he's bridging. He's trying to get out. And that's not a pin. Not a pin. He keeps going. And he's out. Now all he's got to do is work up. That's 3 back points right there, called from the ref. So he's going to try to get out, try to get those arms off, get hand control, and stand up. Sebastian is a first-year wrestler here at TAM. And it looks like Novato's going for another armbar. He's got to get up here. That's just a tough armbar there. That's rough to get out of. He's going to have to try to not get his head scooped. And he's trying to fight out. He's got to punch that arm through if he wants to get out. But it looks like Novato's going for the pin. Ref's looking for it. Doesn't seem to have it yet. Sebastian needs to get up on his neck if he doesn't want to get pinned here. He's going to have to roll through. It looks like one. And he's trying to,
Turn the other way. Turn into him.
And it looks like Novato gets the pin. So that's another 6 points for Novato. That was a great match. It's like we're going to be moving on to the 113-pounders next. From TAM here, we have another first-year wrestler. This one showing real promise, which is Alexander Spalas. I am excited to see him wrestle today. Looks like it's going to be another hard match. It's like Novato has a very low stance. That's typically the mark of a good wrestler. It's like Alexander here is on the defensive. He's trying to work for something. As you can see, again, another style change. The other one was very banging on the head. These are an outside wrestlers, it looks like. Just both looking for things, trying to avoid ties. And Novato shoots down. It's like Alexander sprawled and is trying to get around and get his 2 points. He's switching directions. He's got his head. It's like Novato still has his arm, and he's trying to lock up a near side cradle here. Novato looks like he knows he's in trouble. He's trying to get away, but Alexander is just working him over. Now Alexander gets 2 points for a takedown there. So we'll see. Wow. Yeah, he's working that crossface, trying to get a pin. Looks like he's trying to go for a far side cradle here, trying to work his arms. Oh, and Novato still has his wrist, though. See this? Oh, Alexander works in a leg. That's a cross right there. There's so many things he can do from there. Not sure exactly what he's, he's almost got a tilt there, but Novato works out. Looks like he didn't, and that looks like, almost a reversal. It's still almost 50-50. Alexander still has his head. So it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a toss-up here. If he can work him back over, and he works him back over. No points here. He can get ahead in the whole cradle. He's just trying to lock it up here, but Novato is scrambling away, trying to get to his feet. And he's still working him over, trying to get back behind or work for that near side. He's going in. He's got the head. He's not behind. Novato is getting out, and the period is over.
I'm going to top you, yeah. Okay.
Moving on to the second period, I believe Tam has choice. Tam defers. Looks like Tam's going to be deferring to Novato. It looks like Alexander is currently up 2-0. This is going to be more of an intense match as we work into the second period here. Both wrestlers are fighting right now, still trying to get that control there. So it looks like Novato chose neutral, which is going to be it looks like a good decision here, as Novato seems to be working really well on their feet. Alexander is still really good at that sprawl there, cross-facing hard, trying to get his head away from him so he can work back around for his 2. That's another 2 points going here for Tam. It is now 4-0, and he's trying to work in that leg. You can see the knee and the stomach there. What he's trying to do is he's trying to get past his legs there and hook it in. And he brings him back down to the mat. He's trying to work a half there. He's got it pretty deep. He's grabbing the ankle. Oh, and he switches sides so fluidly. That was a beautiful move there.
Rotate towards the head.
So he's trying to lock up another cradle here. Looks like he's going for near side. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing here, but hopefully he has a plan. Oh, and it looks like he's going to go for another reversal here. That was a mistake by Alexander. Hopefully he can work out here. All he's got to do is get his head up and get hand control. Bring his hips out, and he can get up here. Looks like they're going for another mat return, but Alexander rotates on him. What a great match. He's worked out of it. That's a 2-point reversal there. Another 2 points for Tam. So that was a reversal, and then a reversal back, and he's got the cradle locked up. He's going for a pin here. Looks like Novato works out. He's gone back. He's still on top. That's a 2 near fall for Tamalpais. He locked up another cradle, and he's going to get hip to hip here and just drive back. Novato is reaching for a leg. And it looks like that is the end of the period. It is currently 10-2. And looks like now it is the third period. They're going to be wrestling hard here. Novato knows he needs to score points or get a pin. He's got to do it. Alexander is currently leading by 8 points. So he's going to want to, if he wants to score the full 6 points for his team, he's going to want to get the pin here as well. So both wrestlers right here are fighting for these points. Oh, Oh, and Alexander is down. He's got to work out. He's probably got to let go. Oh, unless he can pull it over. Yeah, he lets go of the head. That's a good decision there. Looks like he's trying to grab an arm and get a tilt here. Alexander is not having any of it and goes for the escape. Novato mat returns there. Alexander's got to get out here. He's got to work up here and get him off of him. Yeah, it looks like he's going to try to be breaking these things. Novato's still going for the mat return here. And Alexander's trying to work over. He's got a head, and they're out of bounds. Alexander's still on bottom here. He's going to want to work out as fast as he can right off the whistle. Looks like he's trying to get up, but it looks like Novato's trying to stack him. As you can see, he's trying to get hand control here. Alexander's fighting hard for it, though, and he's trying to circle out, maybe get up. Yeah, and he's getting out. All he's got to do is break. Oh, and it looks like Novato is down again. It's another reversal. It looks like Tam is going to work for that far side cradle. It's currently 12-4, and he's working for that cradle. He's bringing it back. Yeah, and Alexander's stacking him, trying to get the pin, but he works out of it. Looks like quite a shakeup here. He relocks the cradle. He's trying to get it in. If he wants to get the pin, he's got to work his knee into Novato's ribs. Yeah, if he really wants that pin, he's going to have to do that instead of having it riding high. And it's a pin! That is 6 points, Tam, and the first win for Tam of the night. Novato still carries the lead by 3. That was a beautiful match. Both wrestlers fought really hard for that. A third period pin with 2 seconds left. Looks like currently are they going to be collecting a forfeit? Looks like Novato here is going to be collecting a forfeit. So that's going to be an additional 6 points for Novato right off the bat. So it's 15-6. Novato is currently in the lead. Tam is down by 9. Right here we have Marco Spalas, who's a junior for Tam. Great wrestler. Again, he has a very different style from the last wrestler who you just saw, which is actually his younger brother. So we're going to see it. This looks like it's going to be another great match. Marco's very much of a shooter, so he likes to work on his knees, and he likes to shoot in and grab the leg. And it looks like Novato's going for a fast style, getting the shot, but Marco sprawls. He's working hands, trying to get those. He's trying to force him down. It's like he's working from the outside. Novato is kind of controlling the match here, but Marco is just not letting him through that guard. Novato's working very fast, very quick wrestler here again. You'll see a lot of quick wrestlers at these lower weight classes. That's a solid, being quick is a super good wrestling style as long as you don't tire yourself out first or second period, or else you can just give the win to your enemy or opponent. Looks like he's going for it. Marco's still working outside. He's grabbing arms. He's doing whatever he can to prevent that shot from coming in. Oh, and Marco gets the legs. He's working in, but Novato is cross-facing hard. He's got to work out. Oh, and it looks like it's out of bounds. No points were scored. Yeah, Marco right now is controlling the elbows while Novato's trying to work in. This looks like it's going to be a tough match all the way through. And he ducks down, and Marco gets the head, and he lets it go. And he goes behind, and it looks like it is out of bounds with no points scored. Marco's trying to slow it down a little bit. He's trying to get all that energy that Novato has. He's trying to bleed it out of him as quick as he can. He's working for it here. It's like he's got his arms out. He's just trying to, yeah, there it is. He's working for it. Neither wrestler here can give up position or else it looks it's going to be match for him. And he's got his head locked, ready for a sprawl, but he lets him go. Marco just keeps cutting him here. Oh, and it looks like he's got 2 for a takedown. Marco's going to want to break him down here, get him out of that tripod. Oh, he can work a leg in here. He could go for an Iowa or a leg ride, but it looks like he's just trying to cross-face him down. And that looks like exactly what he's doing. He's going for a half here. Looks like he's got Novato on the ropes. He's got to lock up these arms, and the period is over. It looks like that's 2 points. I think that's 2 points for Tam right there. It is currently 4-0 Tam. So it looks like Tam defers to Novato. So right here, Novato is chosen bottom, just trying to get one of those points back that they lost. So it looks like Marco is going to work him down, try to get him in, work legs in. He keeps pulling him down. Didn't even have to get up for that. He's driving across, trying to get that power half in. He's trying to stack him, maybe work a leg in. No, I don't see any legs, and they're out of bounds. Right here, Tam has to get Novato flat, or they're just going to keep jumping out of there. Looks like Marco Spalis is not set up correctly. He'll get that right next time. Or not. And it looks like he's working him down. He's going to try to get a leg in, but Novato just stands up and is already out of bounds. Wow. Marco starts with a very wide stance. He's trying to work him down, grab those legs, and he just runs him into the ground. Yeah, he's trying to get that half there, but Novato just keeps working up, and he can't quite get it. And he trips there. Both legs in the trip. He's working that power half, trying to get that head down and just crank out that arm. Yeah, he's going for it. He's working for it. He has wrist control, and it's out of bounds right before the pin. Both wrestlers are still very much in this match. Tam only has a 4-point lead, which could change in a second. So it looks like Tam right here is going to try to work for something. He's grabbing those wrists, trying to break him all the way down so he can work for his half again. And now he's going for a crossface, trying to switch it up on him, and he power halves. He's going to have to work around here, but it looks like Novato is crawling out of bounds, and it's out. Marco's still breaking him down there, giving him a really tough ride here. And he's cranking it out. He's going for the pin. And it looks like, there we go, that's down. Oh, I thought that was a pin there. He's got to lock it up, and it's a pin. 6 points for Tam. That was a good match there. You can see both wrestlers really gave it their all there. Marco just had that half on top, and that looks like we have one of the seniors up next for Tam. Jaden, really strong wrestler, one of the best on the team. Novato's away. What's this one? It's 12. It's 12.
Novato's got some. Oh, on the scoreboard? Yeah, we're fixing it.
Looks like a little score adjustment needed to be there. There's some confusion over which one was Novato.
Yeah, it's right here. Well, you can guess this here. Yeah, yeah. The red one says yes.
Looks like two strong wrestlers here again. Again, Jaden is a senior and a super strong wrestler for the team. He has this way of getting out of really tricky situations and finding that pin. It's like both of them are working in really low stances, trying to get head control, wrist control, whatever they can, whatever advantage they can work up here. Oh, and he jumps down, trying to grab the leg, but he's sprawled on him hard. Jaden is still going for it. He's still trying to work it, but Novato works in and gets the 2. Jaden's going to want to stand up here and work out, but oh, Novato gets that ankle. Oh, and he's almost out. He's got to keep getting out there. He's got to keep trying to get up. Looks like they're almost out of bounds, but not quite. He pulls him up, trying to get the tilt, but Jaden is just not letting him in there. Looks like he is just riding him hard. It's not going to be an easy thing to get out of. Out of bounds called there. Jaden's going to want to stand up immediately off the whistle here because it looks like Novato has some really, really good riding techniques. It is currently 2-0, and Novato keeps trying to go for that tilt, but Jaden is just not allowing it. He's trying to tripod up here. He's trying to get his hips out so he can work out from the back since Novato has wrist control and arm control. He's going for an arm bar here. Jaden cannot allow this to happen. He's got to work up here, but he's trying to squirm his arm out, but it's just not working. He has a great arm. Oh, and it slips out. He goes for the half. Jaden's got to stand up here. He's working out his hips. He's trying to get out, but it looks like Novato has an Iowa, so that's going to be really tricky to work out there. He's got to kick out. He got to get his legs out from Novato's and really stand up here. He had a shot there, but it looks like he's focused on that arm, which is currently being, and he's almost out. Novato is trying to, oh! That is time. Oh, and it looks like Jaden here. I'm not sure if that was a takedown or if Novato started bottom. Oh, it looks like Novato started bottom. So Jaden has still no points here, but he's trying to work in Iowa there, trying to get a leg ride, and he has a leg in. This is a tricky situation for Novato. There's really not much you can do against a leg ride. And it looks like he's going for a banana split, one of the nastiest moves in wrestling. Oh, and it looks like Novato has gotten out of that leg ride. Jaden has switched to an Iowa, trying to keep him down here. And Novato just bounces out of it. That was beautiful. He's grabbing that ankle, trying to work around, but Jaden is trying to work up here. Still has hands around the leg. Still grappling it. Looks like it's an out-of-bounds call. Jaden's got to come up. It looks like the score now is 4-0, Novato. Jaden's trying to get up there, gets thrown back down. Jaden really needs to fight the arm out, but he can't quite get it. He's getting his hips to the side, trying to get out of his grip. But it looks really tough here. He's got the leg. This is not a good, oh, and it looks like Novato's gonna try to go for the pin here. He's gotta get his hips out, his head up, and his arms free. He's working out, it looks like there's a cradle there. He's gotta break the lock, and he does, and he's gotta work out here. But it looks like Novato's just putting constant pressure on him. He tried to reach back there to headhunt, but it just was not going his way. Novato's trying to get the half, but Jaden's just not allowing it here. Really tough fight. It's now the last period, and anything could happen. Again, only 4-0. It's like Novato chooses down. He's going to try to get that extra point for escape. Jaden's got to work him down here for the pin. My guess is he's going to try to break him down and work for an Iowa there. And he gets him down, and there's a leg. Oh, he almost has the leg in. He's got kind of like an opposite Iowa. He's trying to work for that head, and he's scooping the Iowa, at least trying to. He's fighting there. Looks like Novato still has a strong base. Yeah, it looks like he's working out there. Jaden is still up. Oh, and now he's down. Novato's got him, picks up his leg and throws him. That's a 2-point reversal for Novato. Look at he's going to try to work him over for that pin. Jaden is still in this fight. He's working hard to get out. It's like Novato's got an Iowa there. He's pulling that Iowa up, trying to get him as flat as he can, but he just can't manage to. With about a minute left on the clock, Jaden's got to get a pin here. He's got to get a pin here, but Novato keeps working him. He's driving him, trying to get a cradle there. Looks like he's working by the leg. Jaden can still get out here. He's got to run out here, but Novato has both legs. It's short time. He's still driving into him. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a tough match for Jaden to win here. Novato is just on top of it. Looks like he smacked too hard down on his neck, so that's going to be 1 point. So that's 1 point for Tam there. Jaden's going to want to work up here, but Novato keeps trying to get that arm up for an arm bar. Jaden is not letting him get that arm bar or get a leg in. He's working up here, trying not to get mat returned, and he's off the mat. And that's match right there. It's 6-0. That's another 6 points for Novato. It is currently 21-12. Oh, wait, no. -3. That was just a minor decision, so it's going to be 18.
Hey, good fight, man.
That was not the guy that was the last one.
Now we have Liam Ludin from Tam. Tough wrestler, as you can tell by the wrist wrap. Promises to be another good match. Liam is one of our better wrestlers. Just a beast on the mat. Both of them are fighting him, trying to control the ties, trying to work each other down. And Liam gets the legs. He's working in. He has, oh, Novato had a head and arm, and he still has the headhunt there. This could go either way. And that looks like a takedown for Tam. So that's a 2-point takedown for Tam right there. Looks like he's trying to work in a cradle. And he's trying to work in and he works him over. This is a strange move. He's trying to pull him back there. Going for a suicide cradle. If he gets that leg, but Novato he's not quite on top. Liam works out there. It's like he's gonna be going for a half Nelson. Wraps him down. Pulls him towards the mat. Matt trying to control that there. He's going for a pin. Liam's got to prevent him from rolling over there. He's got to get out, and he gets out. Looks like that's 3 back points and a 2-point reversal. He's going to try to work up there. Liam's going for the escape. And Liam is out, an additional point for Tam. And Liam gets another takedown. It is currently 10-2. Liam has a nice hold here. Looks like he's going to go for some back points. Looks like the period's about to end, though. He's got to get some. And that looks like that's going to be... It's going to be additional back points. That's 2 back points for Liam. It is currently 2-12. Tam is up. To tie up the score here, not for the match, but for the actual dual meet, Liam's going to have to go for a pin. It's going to be a really close match here. Novato started out with a 9-point lead, and they're seeing it decrease a little bit. And Liam goes. He hunts that head, and he's going for the near side cradle. The head is in the hole. He's working it over. He's got him on his back. That looks like a pin. Beautiful, beautiful pin from Liam. It is 18-18. We got the next match here. I'm not sure who this is going to be. It's like we have Javarian, another first-year wrestler. This next match here, the dual meet is currently tied. A really exciting match from the Birds and the Bees matchup. Javarian's a first-year wrestler. He was a boxer, so he's he's pretty rough, but he's still a good wrestler. Coming in for the first year, he's full of energy, and he's going for the takedown. He faked him out on the top there, trying to wrap him. He's got double underhooks, smacking around for that head. He's trying to get head control, trying to get hand control. He's going for that leg. There's a lot of pummeling on the head here. You see that as you start to climb the weight classes, you get less fast shooting and more pummeling, and you can see that here. There's no points have been scored. It's a rough, and it looks like Javarian's down. 2-point takedown for Novato. And Novato's working in. He's got him, he's got him going over. Javarian's got to work out here. And it looks like back points are being scored. He's got to get out of that. Got a bridge up. He rolled right into him. That doesn't look good for Javarian. This looks like it may be a pin for Novato if he can't seem to work out. Both shoulders are not on the mat. He's still very much in this. All he's got to do is, and it's a pin. It is 24-18 now. again, only one pin apart. This dual meet could go either way. Coming up with next, we have Jonas Barnes. Jonas Barnes is another one of our seniors, a fantastic wrestler. This proves to be a great match. We've got Jonas coming in here, custom headgear in tow. Sorry, not custom, fancy headgear. Looks like Novato has 2 knee pads. That's typically used to hide your shooting leg. So if you want both knees, that either means you have an injury or and that you're trying to hide, or you're trying to hide your shooting leg, which is a really good strategy. As sometimes you'll get, oh, and it looks like Jonas still has a head there. Nobody is pinned. Oh, this is a very strange position. We call that a scramble. It looks like Novato does come out on top. Jonas is just popping out there. Novato sags him back down. Looks like Jonas has got to work out here. That looks like 2 points for Novato. Jonas has got to work out here. He's got to get hand control. He's got to get up here for that 1 point. Novato's only up by 2, so nowhere close to lost. And Jonas is standing up here. He's going back. He's going for a head and arm. Oh, but Novato brings him back down. He's got to get back up here.
Drive him forward. Knee in the butt. Knee in the butt.
Oh, and he's grabbing up. He's grabbing there. Jonas is going for the leg, trying to stand back up. He's got to get wrist control if he wants to get out of that mat return. And it looks like Jonas escaped at the last second before being taken out of bounds. That is 2-1. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Looks like instead of an escape, he got a technical violation, which is still 1 point for Tam. But Jonas is still on bottom here. All he's got to do is get out to tie it up. For those who don't know, you cannot push in wrestling. There's no karate, chopping, punching, pushing, kicking, stuff like that. Jonas is trying to get up. He exposes his arm, and it looks like he gets the half there. He's working him around. This is rough. He's getting a power half. Jonas has got to look away and peel that arm off. And it looks like another technical violation for Novato. Looks like a full Nelson. It is 2-2. It's like Jonas, if he wants to start winning this, he's got to move off the whistle. So he's got to stand up as soon as he can. Oh, and it looks like he's up. He's got to clear those hands, but he keeps getting pulled back by Novato. Oh, and Jonas is on top. Looks like he's working in, trying to get that reversal. He's got to rotate around. And the period is over. I'm not sure if that was a 1 point escape. The ref didn't call anything. It looked like a 1 point escape. Not quite sure. They're going to have to clarify that after the match. Unless somebody ends with a pin, and then it doesn't matter as much. Like Jonas here, working in, grabbing those legs, pulling on him. He's trying to work a leg in, and he gets a leg in. That's a really rough position. Oh, and it looks like he's trying to bring him down, get a tilt. Novato is not having any of it, and he's trying to pull out of that. Jonas is really and he gets him in his Superman. And he turns towards him. Jonas could get the pin here, but Novato gets out. He's going to try to work in his halves. Jonas here still trying to work for a pin. He's trying to get a power half. He's trying to run a cradle. Almost gets it. Novato spreads out so he can't get it, and he sags back. Novato gets out there. 1 point escape, Novato. Looks like blood time for Novato. So it looks like he's going to get 5 minutes of blood time here. If that 5 minutes runs out, he is disqualified from the match. Rough match here. It's currently 3-2. That was 45 seconds of blood time. That means he has 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. We've got to clean the blood off the mat so nothing infectious spreads around. Looks like the match is about to start back up. And it looks like, oh, immediately in. Boom, straight to the head. And Jonas goes in for a double. Can't quite get it. Still has his arms in. And he tries to pass it by. Just does not go his way. Novato ducks and gets a takedown. I'm not quite sure there. The ref didn't call anything. It looks like 2 takedown for Novato. Jonas has got to get out here. So that's 1 point for Jonas for a technical violation of locking hands. So if... So that's 2 points for the technical violation. So that it is now 5-4. So for those who are unaware, locking hands is when the person is down and you have your hands locked around their stomach. That's a big no-no in wrestling. It's like Jonas is gonna try to work back up. Looks like it's currently 5-5. Jonas gets 1 point escape, and he passes him. Oh, looks like Novato still has that leg. Jonas is gonna want to crossface here, try to stop him. He's gonna have to crossface. Oh, looks like he's trying to get it there. He's sprawling as hard as he can. He's got to push that head down. He's snake biting the head, trying to get it into the mat. Looks like both wrestlers are still working hard here. Jonas could still pull it out. Same with Novato. And it looks like that is time. Jonas, it's like Jonas is talking with his coaches, seeing what he wants to pick. Looks like Jonas is, oh, and he's top. He's got that. He's trying to work it in, trying to get a leg in. Jonas is going to want to grind him down here. No, oh, and it looks like it's going to be almost a reversal here. Jonas has got to grab that ankle and drive that head down. He can't do anything if he cross faces here. 2 point takedown, Novato. Looks like it's a reversal. Oh, and it looks like he's working for back points, but Jonas gets out. He's pulling him back. Jonas gets a reversal. 2 points, Tam. He's working in for that, trying to get a leg in, trying to get more back points. Both wrestlers 50-50 position here, and it looks like Novato's working back, trying to get him back. 1 point escape, Novato. Jonas is working that head and arm. It is even, and it looks like, oh, Novato is on top. He's trying to work him over. So rough match. 2 point Novato. Jonas has got to work up from here. Try not to get pinned. Jonas has got to, oh, and it's a pin, Novato. Tough match. Only 35 seconds left on the clock. Tam's got to win a few matches here to get back. It's like Luka Cuff, arguably one of the best wrestlers here. He's one of the best on the mat, one of the best wrestlers we have here. Just really strong wrestler in general. Luka's another one of our seniors. See if he can bring the win home here. Tam needs some wins. Got Novato. Looks like this is going to be another tough match. Oh, that was a win by forfeit. So that's another 6 points for Novato. They're currently leading 36-18. Novato's collected 2 forfeits. Luka's he's a very grappling wrestler. He likes to grab, he likes to pull, he likes to use a lot of strength to try to get a headlock, to try to work something. And it's worked for him so far. We'll see if he can work again today. Luka starting with a really low stance, banging on the head. Both wrestlers moving really fast here. Luka's trying to control the ties. Novato gets out. Luka's very much a brawler. As you can see there, he's grabbing, he's trying to get something, and he works in for a double, and it's out of bounds. Luka here seems to be kind of controlling the ties, which Novato does not want. And he gets an ankle pick, a rare move. So a rare move for high school. You see it in college a good bit. But Luka right there just gets past the guard. A beautiful ankle pick. He's trying to go for an arm bar here, trying to work that arm up. It's like Novato knows what's up. And he's going for the half Nelson. Looks like the arm bar is just a front. And he's going for it. He's working him over, trying to stack him up. But Novato is just not going. He's got to work that head under. And he's going for the pin. Novato is up. Looks like Luka's trying to pin. 6 points, Tam. Looks like we have George Warga next. Another senior. He's been sick recently, so we'll have to see. He's going to try to pull out his best performance here. George Warga is nicknamed Water for a flowy style, thanks to one of our old coaches, Coach PK. It's going to be another tough match. Oh, and looks like Novato's a brawler there, going straight for the head, trying to work it in. George, again, flowing like water, gets an ankle pick. I have never seen more than one of those in a dual meet. That is gorgeous. Two for George. Looks like Tam is currently up by 2 points for a takedown. He's trying to work, and he gets a leg in, and he brings him over, trying to get a tilt. If he holds on there, he could get back points. Looks like it wasn't enough to give him back. Oh, and he works over again. Looks like George is now going for a pin. Novato turned into him, which means he can get double shoulders, and that's a pin. Another 6 points, Tam. It is 36-30. Close matches here. is now Liam Armistead, nicknamed the Cradle King. He's a very good wrestler here. He likes to work in cradles. It looks like he's going for a shot there, trying to fake him out, trying to get him down. Again, Liam's another brawler, likes to attack the head, likes to work things in. Very strong wrestler. Both wrestlers here seem to be working very hard. Oh, and Liam fakes him out for a double. Pulls it down, gets two. Wraps up those legs, pulls it over. He's trying to go for the cradle. Oh, and he locks it up. Oh, he does not quite get it, but he can still work here. The Cradle King. Oh, and he's going for it again. The suicide cradle. He's got to work that knee in, and he has a pin. There he goes. Oh. Looks like he's getting back points, but not quite a pin yet. He's got to get his knee. He's got to get his head on head as well. Try to get those both shoulders stacked on the mat. Novato seems to be stuck here, can't do much. And Liam drops him back, pulls him over. Looks like Liam can't quite seem to get that shoulder down. But he's just going to keep him there. Looks like Liam's going to break that cradle. That is 3 near fall for Tam. He's going to work around, try to grab that arm, try to pull him up. Oh, that is a rough move right there. He's trying to pull him over. And that is time. That's 1 period down. It is 5-0 Tam. Looks like Tam chooses neutral here. A good choice, seeing as Liam Armistead can pull that out there. Looks like Novato goes for the shot, doesn't quite land it. Liam sprawls out of it. He's grabbing the leg, trying to pull him down, just trying to crunch him into him. Oh, looks like Novato is circling around for that takedown. Liam is working out of it. That was really close, but Liam is just not letting up here. Working in hard. He may go around for a near side here. He may just get his 2. It's really up to the wrestler. Looks like he's going to get his 2 here, grabbing that ankle. That's 2 takedown. It is now 7-0 Tam. He's working it up, trying to work in another cradle, but cranks on the half. And it looks like he has a power half here. He's working in here. He's trying to do whatever he can. Pulling him over. He's trying to go for another cradle, but Novato now knows what he's doing, and he is not letting him get that again. Looks like he has a leg. Can't quite get it. Looks like Liam's going to didn't get the Iowa, but he's going for a power half instead. He turns around. Liam is bait and switching him left and right. Not sure which one he's going to work. Novato's just trying to do his best here. Liam's got to get wrist control and get him as flat as he can. There's 30 seconds left on the clock here. Let's see if he can work anything. And he gets him hip to hip. He's driving him down. Novato still has his shoulder up. Liam does not have his, there he goes. He gets the knee in the side, trying to work him down, but can't quite get him. That's 2 points near fall. He's working it down, trying to lock up hands again. Liam wants a pin here. So Tam is down by 6 points. So it's up to the pin here to tie it up, and Liam Armistead is going for it. It's now 3rd period. It is 9-0 Liam. It's 3rd period, so either Novato needs to pin or Liam has to pin to get those 6 points. Looks like a false start. Caution green. Looks like Liam's trying to hip heist out, get those arms out. Oh, Novato just keeps breaking him down there. Oh, hip heists again, stands up from it, breaks out. It is now a 1-point escape, goes straight into the takedown. Liam locks up another cradle, near side this time, driving it over, and he's going for the pin. He does not want those near, and it's a pin! 36-36. This is where the deciding matches are. Looks like we have one more to decide victory. It's 36-36. It's going to be a tough match here.
Okay, that's a 36-36. Huh? If he does, we win. If he doesn't, we lose.
It's be difficult, but like, hey, it's always a chance.
The last match is up to one of our newer wrestlers, Hayden. He's a football player, and again, another brawler. He's got to go check in at the weighing table. He's not quite sure about this. He's going for it, though. All fired up. He's got this. This match decides the entire dual meet. It's really exciting here, folks. We got the audience is getting ready for a show. Hayden's rough and tough. As you can see, both wrestlers are big pummelers. It's like Hayden's controlling the ties a little bit, but Novato gets up and is just roping him in here. Tries to throw him by, but Hayden keeps those ties in.
Go, Hayden.
Hayden's got to work in, drive down, and he gets the arms. He has an underhook here. Novato's locking around, trying to get him down, trying to bear hug him here. Hayden's not letting that happen. He gets tripped outside. No takedown. It is neutral still.
Go, Hayden.
Hayden needs to overhook whenever he gets that underhook, or else he may lose a takedown here. Hayden needs to work in here. He's got to get those ties, get to a shot, get whatever he can here. He's grabbing his head here, trying to pull him down. Looks like he almost has an over-under there. Looks like there's a bear hug that he's trying to get out of bounds. Oh, almost out of bounds again. Out of bounds. 2-point takedown. Hayden's got to get out here.
Off the whistle, Hayden.
He's got to move exactly off the whistle as fast as he can to stay in this. Novato's covering. And Hayden tries to move off the whistle, but Novato breaks him down. Good wrist control, good base. Hayden's got to base up here, really get those hands and fight up. He's got to get his head up. Oh, he's got an armbar there. He may be going for a chicken wing. It would be brutal. Hayden gets out of one armbar. He doesn't have two. Keeps smacking on the arm, trying to break it down, but Hayden is almost up. Looks like he's going for a half Nelson there, still trying to break him down. Looks like that is period one gone. Moving into the second period, it is now 2-0 Novato. This is the deciding match here, folks. We'll see how this goes. Green's choice, he defers. Tam chooses neutral, trying to get a takedown here. Try to do what he can to win this match. All it takes is one takedown from Hayden to tie it up. He pulls him in. He's trying to get over-under. Trying to get an over-under, fighting that head there, trying to get out of the bear hook. He goes down, and it's out of bounds. No takedown, neutral. Right now, as soon as he goes for that bear hug or anything, Hayden needs to sprawl down and really go for that. He's working around. He's getting his 2-point takedown, Hayden. It is tied up. He's got to work him down here. Tried to get the half, couldn't quite get it. He's got to fight here. Both wrestlers have to fight here. It's tied up at the last match. Oh, and he's going for it again. Looks like it's out of bounds. No points. Neutral. Hayden's got to work in here. What he wants to do is get a double overhook to really crunch those things in. This is the last match. Coaches are stressed out. They both want to win here. Hayden goes for 2. Does not quite get. He gets rolled. He's got to get up as quick as he can. He's trying not to get pins here. This is the deciding match, and Hayden needs to get up. He can't lay flat there. He's got to get up. It looks like he has an arm bar. That is not good news for Hayden. Hayden's got to fight up and get out there. He can maybe headhunt, but looks like he's pulling him over. Hayden's got to get those arms out. He's getting near fall here. Hayden does not want this. He wants to get out of here, punch that arm through, and bridge up. Hayden's got to punch and bridge here. He's got to punch and bridge. And it's a pin. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. 42-36. What a night. Beautiful matches all around here. Tam does not end up winning, but Novato pulls it out with a victory in the final match. And that's all for tonight, folks.